Okay. Just checking a few things. And we might be live. Okay, yep, we live, guys. So, we're going to be talking about Trump first 100 days. This is going to be good. He's done very, very exceptional, but we do have to do I'm not going to say a report card. We're just going to say a progress report, guys. This is Trump's progress report. So thank you guys for joining the live. If you are here, I haven't done a regular live like this in a minute. Moose, what's going on? What's going on, guys? So we're actually going to be going over the White House. I believe it's a press briefing, and we're just going to be catching up on Trump's first 100 days, guys. Yep, man. We're just trying to see people's thoughts. I'm going to give my opinion. And I'm going to be looking at things like foreign policy, the economy, immigration, executive orders, crime, drugs, job manufacturing, keeping censorship out of America, keeping woke out of America, I should say, too, as well. Things like DEI. But yeah, guys, without further ado, we're just going to hop right into it. So let's roll the clip, guys. We're just going to be listening for now, and I'm a live stream later on as well.
Get Down Act passed the House last night. This is... Good morning, everybody. Happy first 100 days. Before we begin, I want to acknowledge that the bipartisan Take It Down Act passed the House last night. This important legislation was championed and guided through Congress by our wonderful First Lady, Melania Trump, including through her direct advocacy on behalf of survivors during her passage, the passage effort.
Hey, what's going on, Melissa?
The Take It Down Act criminalizes the publication of non-consensual intimate imagery and requires social media and similar websites to remove such content within 48 hours of notice from a victim. The First Lady thanks all those who voted in favor of this important legislation, and the President looks forward to signing it when it arrives on his desk. Today officially marks 100 days of promises made and promises kept by President Trump. This has truly been the most historic start to a presidency in American history.
And I just want to add my 2 cents on that, guys. When it comes to Trump first 100 days, this has been one of the best 100 days when it comes to any modern day president that I've ever seen. When it comes to giving the people what they truly want, what they truly voted for, because this is what I voted for, guys. Obviously, I voted for Donald Trump. I'm pretty sure everybody who's watching, a majority of you guys probably voted for Trump as well. But I mean, when it comes to things like foreign policy, job manufacturing, immigration, guys, crime, Trump has been on it. And the choices that he picked were just absolutely phenomenal, guys. Elon Musk, making him ahead of Doge when it comes to, trying to at least cut 1 trillion a year. That's a plan, guys. I don't really see no other president doing or saying anything else when it comes to executive orders, guys. Trump has been, and them being fulfilled, it's been absolutely amazing when it comes to keeping dudes out of women's sports. I think they tried to do something like that not too long ago, and somebody got sued. So yeah, these people are not playing. When it comes to censorship, hey, when it comes to censorship and things like that, guys, and just keeping that DEI garbage out of America, it's just, man, Trump first 100 days. I'm just waiting for the rest of the presidency, guys. Like, this actually has me excited. Like, if this is what he's done in the first 100 days, I can only imagine what he's going to do for the next 4 years, guys.
After building the greatest economy in the world in his first term as president, President Trump is in the process of doing that all over again. The American people trust in President Trump. Since his first day in office, President Trump has focused on defeating the Biden inflation crisis, bringing down the cost of living, and making the United States the best place in the world to do business, invest, create jobs, and innovate. And President Trump's efforts are working. 345,000 jobs have already been added since the start of President Trump.
See, guys, 300 and see, look, that's another thing that I was looking for, job manufacturing, guys. So we can check that off the list. I have a lot of things on this list that I'm looking for, guys. It's like what, one, two, three, like 8 things that I'm looking for on this list. Number 1 being foreign policy. Number 2 being the economy. Number 3 being immigration, executive orders, keeping crime and drugs off of the streets, job manufacturing, keeping woke out of America, and keeping censorship out of America. These are all the things that I'm looking for when it comes to Trump first 100 days, and it's looking very, very good. They're probably going to run through all of this stuff, but I'm just checking to see what they're going to say.
Trump's term. Last month's jobs report saw nearly 100,000 more jobs than economists predicted, and it was the 4th highest month for private payroll growth in the past 2 years. 9,000 manufacturing jobs have been added to the economy already. This is a sharp contrast to the 6,000 manufacturing jobs that were lost each month in the final 2 years of the Biden administration. The U.S. employment rate remains at historic lows. And thanks to President Trump, Americans are seeing price relief for the first time in years. The last inflation report showed the first consumer price decline since the COVID pandemic, a decrease in energy prices, and real average hourly wage growth. President Trump is delivering on his promises to lower costs for American families and businesses. Prices across the board for everyday goods have seen declines since this president was inaugurated. From airfare to used motor vehicles to prescription drugs, prices are dropping. In fact, last month's drop in the price of prescription drugs was the largest ever recorded. And after Joe Biden botched...
And that's good, guys. Like, when it comes to things like prescription and things like that, I'm not really too big on big pharma. I'm not really a big pharma guy. But yeah, the prices of these medicines, and first of all, I'm not even for like pills and stuff like that, because I think that stuff just jack your body up even more. But when it comes to things like antibiotics and stuff like that, they were overpricing this stuff. And then you got people like Bernie Sanders who say, oh, we need to attack big pharma and things like that. But majority of your donors come from big pharma. So you're not really going to deliver because you're getting money from them. But you can't really buy people like Donald Trump, you know? So this is why they depend on people like Trump, because he's delivering like she said.
Response to the bird flu, President Trump and Secretary Rollins' aggressive plan have brought down wholesale egg prices more than 50% from Inauguration Day. President Trump ended Joe Biden's reckless war on American energy and fossil fuels and has restored American energy dominance. And Secretary Wright, Secretary Doug Burgum are working hard on that effort every single day. Oil and gas prices are now way down because of this bold approach.
Absolutely.
Gasoline prices down 7%. Energy prices are also down as well.
So we're gonna check off the economy, guys, for Donald Trump. We're gonna check off economy for Donald Trump, guys.
The Department of Interior just announced a new offshore drilling policy that will boost oil production in the Gulf of America by 100,000 barrels per day. On the deregulation front, President Trump is
like, that is so based. Do you guys know how based that is? Like, what president have you ever thought that would change the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America? Like, Trump is just too boss. Seriously. And this is what's crazy. Like, the libtards be so scared and they're so incompetent, they don't even realize that nothing that they have done has ever worked, especially during Joe Biden. Like, look what he's doing because of Joe Biden. I believe when it comes to job manufacturing, he created what, 9,000 plus jobs after Biden lost 6,000 plus. Like, come on, guys, that's a W. That's a W, man.
Committed to cutting senseless red tape.
That's a W.
Especially for America's small business owners, who are the backbone of our economy. We know.
Right, because you got people like in the probably like people in the comments who are freaking communists. They don't believe in capitalism, guys. They don't believe in, having a business, giving back to the economy and infrastructure and things like that because all they want to do is take, take, take because they're bums.
Cutting regulation leads to lower costs and higher growth. The mass deregulation effort by this administration will help usher in the golden age of America, which is underway. Immediately upon taking office, President Trump blocked all of the unfinalized Biden-era rules, saving America's more than $100 billion, or $2,100 per family of four over the next decade. And the president also launched a bold multi-agency effort to roll back existing federal regulations that drive up the cost of living on hardworking families. This effort is projected to yield significant cost savings in the coming months, including the EPA's rollback of tailpipe emission rules for light-duty and medium-duty vehicles and the Department of Transportation's latest corporate average fuel economy standards. These two efforts alone yield $755 billion in total savings, or more than $8,800 per family of four over the next decade. In total, the combined savings from all of these actions equal just over $935 billion, or nearly $11,000 in real savings per family of four per the coming decade. The press is not talking nearly enough about the positive impact of President
That's a
Trump's
lot of money,
deregulation
man.
campaign.
And that's just for families alone, guys. Saving over $900 billion just for families in America, probably within the next decade or near decade. That's a W. That's an absolute W.
From the biggest companies and countries in the world are pouring in under this president. So far, total investment commitments under the Trump administration have reached more than $5 trillion, including $500 billion from Apple in U.S.-based manufacturing and training, $500 billion from NVIDIA in AI infrastructure, $100 billion from TSMC and U.S.-based chips manufacturing, and the $500 billion private investment by OpenAI, Oracle, and SoftBank.
Yeah, Trump is definitely getting the check mark for the economy, guys. Already adding $5 trillion in 100 days. That's actually nuts. That's actually nuts. We just brought in $5 trillion alone thanks to Donald Trump in 100 days. That is absolutely amazing.
And AI infrastructure as well. All of these investment commitments are estimated to generate at least 451,000 new high-paying jobs for American workers and families. At this point, President Trump has secured more investments in the United States of America in 100 days than Joe Biden did in 4 years.
Yeah,
President
factual.
Trump is America's
That Joe Biden did in 4 years. These people are insane, though, to think that Donald Trump is a bad president. And that's just like, I just did an interview the other day, right? And the guy was talking about tariffs. He was talking about tariffs. And the dude was basically siding with China. Like, even if we are in a tariff war, why would you want China to win the tariff war against your own country? That don't even make sense. Why would you? Why? That's what I'm saying. Like, these people are insane. These people aren't even Americans. Like, if you want China to win so bad when it comes to the tariff war, just move there then at this point. At this point, like just go to China then. If you guys love China this much, then go there and see how they treat you.
Businessman in chief. And that's why these trillions of dollars in investments are flooding to our country. The business community is bullish on America because President Trump is back in charge. Tomorrow, the president will host CEOs and leaders from several companies that have made these investments to tout their historic commitments to our country and encourage others to follow suit. Under President Trump, there has never been a better time to invest in America. And the president
Absolutely.
finally said enough.
Stock market has been all green lately, guys. Stock market has been so good lately thanks to Donald Trump. People are investing because they know people are investing in America now. I mean, at this point, what else do you guys want me to say when it comes to the economy? Like, this is just in job manufacturing. I mean, 451 plus thousand jobs already. Like, yes. You can't beat that.
Is enough and refuse to allow America and our workers to be ripped off any longer on trade. President Trump implemented powerful tariffs to end the era of economic surrender and to rebalance America's trading agreements.
Thank you. I'm so glad they brought up tariffs because people don't even realize that we're paying 10% tariffs on everything that other countries want to come into our country. But if we want our, our product or anything that goes into their country, what, they only got to pay 2.5%? That's absolutely crazy, man. So Trump is leveling the playing field here. I don't see the big issue. If you get so here's the thing, you guys really think it's fair for us to be paying 10% tariffs on everything that we want to go in other people's countries, but if they wanted to come into our country, they only got to pay 2.5% on average? Like, come on, dude.
More than 100 countries have already come to the table looking to offer more favorable terms for America and our people. There has never been a president who has created his own leverage like this president, and we are just getting started. Republicans in Congress are getting very close
Yeah,
to
we just
passing
getting started and they are so mad. Like, these liberals are so mad. It is actually crazy. These people have no lives. These people have literally no lives. This is crazy though, because they have no policy plan. Like, now they have to do these ridiculous things like Michelle Obama got to do a podcast, Gavin Newsom got to do a podcast. Tim Walz? He's basically a comedian now, you know. Then you got people like AOC. She's a communist socialist. Bernie Sanders a communist socialist. Jasmine Crockett, she's just a clown. Like, I don't even know why. I don't even know what that is over there. It's like the Democrats are done. You people are just done. Like, I don't even know what else to say. Like, you people are pathetic, bro. I don't even understand anybody. If you're a Democrat right now, or if you're not at least a center right, you are just an idiot. You are just an absolute idiot. I hate to go with the ad hominem attacks, but the Democrats have a 19% approval rating right now. What have the Democrats ever done within the past 4 years with Joe Biden, 8 years with Obama? What have they done? They haven't done anything. They haven't done absolutely nothing but lie to you guys and give you free stuff through taxpayer money. That's all they did for y'all. Y'all didn't get or deserve or earn anything. So you guys can cry and boo-hoo all you want, but you guys are just clowns at this point. We're gonna continue to keep winning. We're gonna keep voting. We're gonna keep voting Republican every single time because you got crazy ass leftists like you guys that just don't understand real capitalism. This is a capitalist country. We're a constitutional Republican. We're a constitutional republic, I should say. And this is why people will keep voting Republican. Excuse me.
President Trump's one big, beautiful bill, which will include the largest tax cuts in American history, strong border security measures, major military advancements, dramatic deregulation, and common sense spending reforms. As President Trump has said before, the best is yet to come. For more on President Trump's economic successes,
Yeah, you probably lost 3K in stock because you probably investing in China. Stop investing in China. That's what I'm saying. Stop being a communist. You're not investing in, you can't be investing in anything that's America made because that's all green right now. What are you talking about? You sound crazy, dude. You talking about you just lost 30K in Tesla. Tell them stop being communist then. That's your side. Are you stupid? You guys didn't like Elon. You guys did not treat Elon Musk like this before he started supporting Donald Trump. Elon Musk was with the left, you moron. Joe Rogan and all these people. RFK, Tulsi Gabbard. These people were with the left at first, or they at least center left, or at least a Democrat. These people were with y'all first. Are you stupid? Are you stupid, bro? You can't get mad that Tesla stock is going down because America want to be bitter because Elon Musk is with Doge. That's not our fault. That's y'all fault. That's what I'm saying. These people are just slow. You guys don't live in reality, man. You people are cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And you deserve it. That's what I'm saying. This is what you get. You sit up here and bash Trump, do this, that, and the third, while investing in Tesla. That don't even make sense. That's what I'm saying. You don't even make sense when you talk. How are you just said you invested 30K in Tesla, or you just said you lost 30K in Tesla, but you don't like Donald Trump. So I mean, that's you. Like, okay, if you don't like Donald Trump, Elon Musk, why the hell are you investing with them? Why are you investing with Tesla? You sound stupid. Just absolutely stupid, bro.
So far in the plans ahead, I want to pass it off to our incredible Treasury Secretary, Scott Bessent, who is here today, and we will open it up to questions. In our new media seat, we have Brendan Peterson, the financial services reporter for Punchbowl News. Punchbowl News covers power, people, and politics based in Washington, D.C. Laser focus on Capitol Hill, the politics of legislating, founded in 2021, and it is the first newsletter that Capitol Hill and the White House reads every morning in the middle of the day and throughout the evening. Thanks for being here with us, and we'll start with you today.
However you book your hotel.
Yeah, guys, we are definitely on top of everything when it comes to Donald Trump and his fulfillments when it comes to America. Like, and that's what I'm saying. I really don't care what these libtards think because they probably don't even have a job, a real job. So the thing is this, guys, the people who actually have to live out here in the real world, we care about crime. We care about the economy. We care about immigration. We care about foreign policy because, believe it or not, that affects our tax dollars. All of this money that Benjamin Netanyahu and Zelensky, this entitled fucking bag, Zelensky coming into the White House, so entitled, thinking that he's deserved something. Who the hell are you? With your 5 foot, like you like what, 5'5"? Like, bro, get you stupid man. Look, I'm trying to keep it child friendly today, guys. But one thing I know for sure is that people like Zelensky are entitled. This dude was getting billions of our dollars. And that's how he treat the president of the United States? I wouldn't have given that dude a dime after that. Don't worry about crime. We all about to be unemployed. Bro, I ain't gonna lie. I don't even know if you in politics or not, Dark Matters, bro. But I'm gonna keep it a band-aid with you, bro. You honestly need to wake up, bro. I'm seriously praying for you, dude. I seriously am praying. This dude has been a let this dude has been a hater, bro, for a very, very long time, man. But you never really come to the comments with like a actual point or an argument. So that's to me, I'ma just assume you're a moron because you don't really know the economy. Like, you don't really know anything, if I'm being honest. All you do is come up here and say F Trump and, oh, you're still here, and oh, and that's what I'm saying, dude. Like, nobody has time for this jerk off crap anymore, man. You liberals have nothing to offer anymore. You no, listen, man. The truth is that Donald Trump has been a phenomenal president, more than Joe Biden in 100 days than Joe Biden has been in the past 4 years. And you're mad about that. All you people can do is just push division and chaos and ad hominem attacks. Like, look at what you're doing. The and that's what I'm saying. You probably live on food stamps or something like that, bro. So you probably don't have to like buy your groceries or like pay your rent, like full rent. I'm not talking about like Section 8 or stuff like that. I'm talking about people who actually have to, pay a mortgage or, a car note and stuff like that. We actually have to live in the real world, bro. You talking about how's the economy? The economy is better than when Joe Biden was running it, bro. That's all that matters. And your stupid brain cannot comprehend that. Your brain just can't comprehend that at all, dude. It just can't. That's why you can't, guys. Let this be a lesson. I'm not arguing with the guy, nothing like that. But when you see people like this, like let's say you are a YouTuber, because I'm pretty sure you got other people that have YouTubes. in the comment section and things like that. My thing is this, guys. When you have people like this in your chat, don't let these people really get to you, because they honestly, well, first, they're helping your algorithm, so let's just be honest with that. And second, these people just show you who they truly are, which is just dumb, moronic fools. All of your platitude statements, dude, they mean absolutely nothing. And it's honestly asinine how you're still here. You retire twice and have three jobs, then you're not doing something right, my guy. Something you ain't doing right in life. How you retire twice? That don't even make sense, dude. So explain, how do you retire twice and then you have three jobs? Come on, dude. You're a troll. You're a troll, man. Let's get back to the That's what I'm saying. You can't take these people. You can't take these people. You can't take these people seriously, bro.
That we are hoping that maybe tariff revenues could replace income tax. But we also keep hearing about the deals that the administration is pursuing. So my question is, what is the White House's ultimate objective here? Do you want to have long-term tariff revenue or deals that might reduce those tariffs?
I think it's a combination of both. So we're going to take in long-term tariff revenue. We put a process in place. We have 18 important trading relationships. We will be speaking to all of those partners, or at least 17 of them, over the next few weeks. Many of them have already come to Washington. What President Trump is referring to is the ability for tariff revenue to give income tax relief. And I think there's a very good chance that we will see this in the upcoming tax bill. The president campaign.
Yes, sir. People don't understand that tariffs are going to absolutely work. China is not going to win this tariff war because they manufacture, but they're not consumers like America. We have the money. Everybody come to America for the money. They come to sell us stuff, okay? We have the money. What else do you guys not understand?
On no tax on tips, no tax on Social Security, no tax on overtime, and the restoring interest deductibility for autos, for American-made autos. So tariff income could be used for tax relief on all of those immediately.
So you think that there is a role for significant tariff revenue in U.S. fiscal policy?
I think that it is something that got put away a long time ago, and I think that tariffs will bring back American manufacturing and generate substantial revenues.
There you go, man. And that's the thing. Like, this can only end in two ways if China don't want to do business with us anymore, guys. Here's the thing. We got over 75 plus countries that want to replace China when it comes to manufacturing anyways. But you got people like this moron who want to depend on China so freaking much. And by the way, even though Elon Musk is, the owner of Tesla, or, a part owner or whatever of Tesla, things like that. I mean, it's an electrical vehicle, dude. If you're smart, you know that electrical vehicles, they pertain lithium battery. You can only get lithium from China. So either way it goes, that's a lose-lose for you, because you just don't know. You just don't know anything, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, you can't argue with people like this. So you get mad because Tesla's going down. Okay, first of all, that's not because of Trump. That's because of these radical leftists that's smearing Elon's name and his product, and they're basically blowing up Teslas, and they're vandalizing Teslas and Tesla dealerships, and attacking Tesla owners for absolutely no freaking reason, because you guys are insane. You guys have nothing else better to do but to vandalize and be criminals, which is why Trump won in the first place. What have you seen a Trump supporter actually do, though? Like, I'm curious. Look, dude, you got one dude that almost killed Trump in Mar-a-Lago. He had a whole Kamala Harris bumper sticker on his car. And this Matthew, and I'm still upset. And if they don't bring this up too, because I actually need to put that on my list. Assassination attempt, guys. Because I'm not letting this go. You got this Matthew Crooks, or what's his name? Something like that. Matthew Crooks, or whatever his name is. He tried to assassinate Donald Trump in Butler, Pennsylvania. And my thing is this, guys. Why the hell haven't they given us an update on this? I mean, we know that this guy was clearly insane. You know, he was clearly indoctrinated by MSNBC or CNN, China News Network, and things like that. You're talking about January 6th, dude. Give me a freaking break, bro. Are you serious right now? You see people vandalizing Teslas all around the world, bro. The world is in flames. The world is literally in flames right now because people are attacking Tesla dealerships. They're attacking Tesla owners, dude. January 6th was one day. Nobody really got hurt like that. I think one person died, and that was a police officer. You're crazy, man. These people are insane. This is why you guys will never win. That's what I'm saying. Not, bro. You're calling me a Nazi, bro. I'm born in America, and I'm a black guy. I'm a dark-colored man that's born in America. How the hell am I a Nazi? Because I love my country. This is why you guys are not going to win another presidency ever. You guys are just too nuts. You guys are too nuts. And I don't care what you people say. You guys are just too nuts.
On manufacturing, we've seen some pretty grisly surveys this month from the Philly Fed, which saw the biggest drop since May of 2020, and the Dallas.
You're talking about only one dude. How many people died during Black Lives Matter protests? How many people died during Antifa protests? How many people died during Palestinian protests, dude? You guys keep talking about January 6th. That was honestly, that was nothing. They were let inside of the Capitol by the security. You guys realize that they were let inside?
Fed, similar plunging outlook, poor shipping orders. What are American manufacturers not understanding about your push for onshoring in the U.S.?
Well, I think I was in the investment business 35 years, and I learned to ignore the survey data and look at the actual.
It wasn't an insurrection, dummy.
If
If you seen what the Supreme Court justice said, first of all, do you know what an insurrection is? You people truly don't even know what an insurrection is. If I'm really being honest with you guys, this is really Nancy Pelosi's fault. You dumbass whack jobs. Trump asked for troops to be there because he knew it was going to be a big crowd. Nancy Pelosi denied it. Her own daughter even said January 6th was because of my mother. What are you talking about? That's not Trump's fault. He said it was going to be a big crowd. You people don't know what you're talking about. But y'all just want to keep talking about January 6th. You want to keep talking about January 6th, blame Nancy Pelosi. Don't blame Donald Trump. Look, the only people that's mad is the people that know that Trump and the Republicans are going to keep winning every single time. Every single time. Yes, it was Nancy Pelosi's fault, dude. Her own daughter even said it. Her own daughter said it was my mom's fault. Trump asked her for troops. She didn't give it to him. What are you talking about? It's in a whole tweet. Everybody knows this. But that's what I'm saying. Your brain is too indoctrinated, bro. Your brain is too indoctrinated.
Data is good.
And y'all big mad, man.
And
Trump 2028.
We have these incredible commitments to bring manufacturing back on shore with
Trump 2028, man.
Investment by domestic corporations and foreigners who want to.
Because don't nobody got time for this garbage no more, bro.
Thank you so much, Caroline. Thank you, Mr. Secretary. The Chinese continue to say that the U.S. and China are not engaged in any consultation or negotiation on tariffs. You recently said you've talked to your counterpart, but more about, quote, traditional things like financial stability. So can you clarify Is the administration talking to Beijing specifically about tariffs or not?
Well, we're not going to talk about who's talking to whom, but I think that, over time we will see that the Chinese tariffs are unsustainable for China. I've seen some very large numbers in a few days.
Want to know why? Want to know why it's unsustainable for China? Because China don't buy anything. China doesn't buy anything. Now, don't get me wrong. They are the #1 manufacturer in the world. They make stuff, but they don't buy nothing. So how you going to have a bunch of product that nobody's buying? You're just wasting money at that point. Because who's buying it?
So if these numbers stay on, Chinese could lose 10 million jobs very quickly. And even if there is a drop.
And not only that, but that actually will be good for China. Like humanely, because you guys do know that majority of these people who are working these Chinese jobs are children, right? Against their will, like slavery, the things that what black people complain about all the time, but is they're kind of still doing it in China, to kids that's making your shoes, your LeBrons and your Jordans and stuff like that. Oh, but y'all don't want to talk about that slavery though, right? Because they're not black. Give me a break.
That they could lose 5 million jobs. So remember.
You think it's not slavery in China? Dude, come on, bro. You seriously don't think it's slavery in China? China don't buy nothing. What are you talking about? China only spend $7 trillion on average a year, bro. They don't consume nothing. You know how much America consume a year? 20 trillion. 20 trillion. There's slavery in America. Yeah, okay, you're cooked, bro. Yeah, you're done. You're done.
We are the deficit country.
You're done, bro.
They sell almost 5 times more goods to us than we sell to them. So the onus will be on them to.
This dude is a moron.
All these tariffs, they're unsustainable for them.
And they are saying you guys are not talking about it. So is that true?
Look, they have a different form of government. They're playing to a different audience. So I'm not going to get into the nitty-gritty again of who's talking to whom. But as I said, I believe for the Chinese.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, bro, I had to kick dude out, bro. Like, you talking about slavery in America. Like, dude, what? What are you talking about? How is it slavery in America? How? Come on, dude. That's on like you just hit a troll, bro. Get up out of here with that nonsense.
These tariffs are unsustainable.
And very quickly, 2 days ago, you said you didn't know if President Trump had spoken to Xi Jinping. Do you know now?
Again, I would say Caroline and I have a lot of jobs around the White House. Running the switchboard isn't one of them.
Secretary Bison, thank you so much for being here this morning. You've talked about the importance of giving investors certainty when it comes to the market, yet the Trump administration is continuing to negotiate several complex trade deals in a very sort of compressed time frame. When do you expect you'll be able to give the market some certainty around those deals? Do you have a deadline? Is it the 90-day pause? What are we looking at here?
Good question. And I think one thing that has been a little disconcerting for the markets is, President Trump creates what I would call strategic uncertainty in the negotiations. So he is more concerned about getting the best possible trade deals for the American people. We had 4.
I see an interesting comment. Somebody says MAGA Byron Donald said Jim Crow was good for black folks. What's your opinion about that as a black man? When it comes to family structure, when it comes to black jobs, yes, black people were better under Jim Crow. Are you stupid? What, are you dumb? They were. See, look, man, this is... Oh, man, black people really got to get it together, man. They got to get it together, man. Have y'all never heard of numbers? When it comes to the single mother rate amongst black women, it was under 25%. Now it's over 75%. You think that's better or worse? Families nowadays, even when it came to the black man being inside of the home, it was way higher under Jim Crow. What is wrong with you people? Y'all are slow, man. Y'all just don't know numbers, bro. This is exactly why Trump gonna keep winning and keep winning. I hope he run again at this point, because ain't no hope for you Negroes, bro. There's no hope for y'all. There's absolutely no hope for y'all, bro.
Years of bad deals for decades of
Y'all,
unfair
y'all still
trading,
on that plantation,
and we
man.
are going to unwind those and make them fair. What we are doing is we've created a process. I think the aperture of uncertainty will be narrowing, and as we start moving forward, announcing deals, then there will be certainty. But certainty is not necessarily a good thing in negotiating.
Mr. Secretary, last night there were reports on the administration sort of walking back a little bit on the auto tariffs. Can you sort of just elaborate on that decision there and what we can expect going forward and why?
See, and look at these clowns, bro, in the comments. It's on site with mom like you. Like, that's all you people can resort to is violence. All you're gonna do is get shot, you clown. I'm MAGA. You think I'm not a Second Amendment right activist? What do you mean? All you're gonna do is get shot. What are you talking about? It's on site. And this is what's wrong with Republicans nowadays, guys. They're way too soft. Way, way, way too soft, guys. And this is why people think like they can play with people like MAGA. Because we are so peaceful, we don't riot and do all this. Like, take the Carmelo Anthony and Austin Metcalf situation, for example. Look at this. Look at this crap. You got all the people that's supporting Carmelo Anthony. They're ready to fight and scream and yell and riot and race bait. When all Austin's dad, I think his name is Jeff Metcalf or something like that, he already said he don't want this to be racially profiled and he don't want to push race. And he already said he don't want to like put his son when it comes to any race baiting and things like that. Guess what they come out and do? They get a damn grifting ass black pastor that got over 10 mug shots, by the way. Like, he was beating his wife, drugs, all of this battery and things like that. And then he starts a clown ass organization called the Next Generation Action Network that he's been promoting the whole time when he was speaking for the Carmelo Anthony family. This dude is clearly a grifter. And all they want to do is make money now, is going to trial. And now they're going to try to manipulate the jury into making this about race, because that's all they can do. That's all they can do is make this case about race, guys. I'm not trying to switch topics or something like that. But that's what's wrong with this country nowadays. That's all you guys can do is play the black card and this, that, and the third. Like, oh, we're black and we're oppressed. How are we oppressed? And we had a black president elected back to back. That alone should already tell you that you are not oppressed as a black person in America. And if I'm being honest, I don't even think Barack Obama is from America. His birth certificate is questionable, guys. That's just my opinion. But that's what I'm saying. You people are not going to learn. You got me on screen saying Jim Crow was good. Jim Crow was better for black people when it comes to family structure, when it comes to black-owned businesses, dude. What are you talking about? That's what I'm saying. You guys don't know your research. If you know your research, if you know the numbers, black families nowadays are tarnished. They're tarnished. We got all the resources that we want now. Everything. You don't even have to take a bike ride or anything like that. Like, it was way harder for people to get food, groceries, jobs back in the day during Jim Crow. It's not hard for you to get a job nowadays. People are just lazy. People are just lazy nowadays. But back in the day during Jim Crow, when you were actually oppressed, that was real oppression back in the day. You are not oppressed now. Nothing is holding black people back. The only thing that is holding black people back is their crazy mindset that you guys have right now. Oh, we're slave. You were never a slave, bro. You are not a slave. Hate to break it to you, but you were never a slave. Talking about you want to be back in chains so bad. Like, are you stupid? Have you never heard of the 13th Amendment? But, oh, I forgot. You're a clown and you don't know how to read. You don't know how to read. You clearly don't know how to read, bro. Slavery was abolished. And you guys keep talking about, oh, we're gonna end up back. That's how indoctrinated y'all truly are, though. This is why the Republicans are gonna win the next 50 years. People are tired of this crap. I am a black man from Chicago, Illinois. What are you talking about? I'm around as much oppression as you can. What do you think? I'm oppressed because I'm black? I got all the opportunity I need. I just have to make them for myself. But let's continue, guys. Let the comments be stupid.
The shift in this auto tariff.
Well, President Trump has had meetings with both.
So if you guys are new coming in, please make sure you guys like and subscribe. But yes, we are talking about Trump first 100 days. We're going down foreign policy, the economy. We're going down immigration, executive orders, that Trump signed, and are they being fulfilled, of course. We're going down crime and drugs in America, job manufacturing, which Trump is absolutely balling in, if I'm being honest with you. Keeping woke out of America like these clowns in the comments. We got to keep that woke garbage out of there. And things like censorship and things like that. And guys, we have to talk about the assassination attempt, guys. Will they bring this up? If they don't bring this up in this press hearing, guys, then I'm sorry to tell you, but that's all. They already lost the A+. Hey, if you're an American, report this stupid Jake. How? Oh my goodness. Okay.
Domestic and foreign
These
auto
people are crazy,
producers,
man.
and he's committed to bringing back auto production to the U.S. So we want to give the automakers a path to do that quickly, efficiently, and create as many jobs as possible.
That's right.
Jackson, thank you so much, John. Thank you, Secretary. Back on China, does the administration anticipate supply chain shocks or supply shocks coming now that cargo shipments from China are significantly down? And if so, are there being plans or are there plans?
Dude. The only people that's brainwashed truly is the people that's in these comments, man. This is just sad, dude. Maybe YouTube hit the wrong side today, this morning, or this afternoon. But guys, this is just crazy. I never seen so many brainwashed people in my life in the comment section, guys. This is absolutely insane. And you do know for every libtard out there, there's like 5+ more patriotic Americans out there that's gonna definitely vote the other side. It just doesn't make any sense, man. Hey, how's it going, guys? So look, man. I got a bunch of haters in the comments today, I see. So what problem do you guys actually have with Donald Trump? I'm really ready to hear this, and I have people in the comments that's watching too. So you better tread lightly with your answers, guys. It has to be an actual problem, a policy, dim, okay? Not no crazy, oh, he's white, he's racist, and this, that, and the third. That's not, because that's just not factually true. We need a real problem that you have with Donald Trump. What do you have what is the problem? What problem do you have with Donald Trump? Because I know this is gonna be funny. This is gonna be hilarious. I'm gonna let the answers kind of build up a little bit, and we'll continue.
Is in the process of how to address that?
I wouldn't think that we would have supply chain shocks, and I think retailers, they have managed their inventory in front of this. I speak to dozens of companies, sometimes daily, but definitely weekly, and they know that President Trump is committed to fair trade and have planned accordingly.
And then second question, can you outline the timeline for when you think some of these deals, particularly with your Asian countries like India, Japan, South Korea, you may have an announcement?
I'm glad you brought up our Asian trading partners and allies. They have been the most forthcoming in terms of doing the deals. As I mentioned, Vice President Vance was in India last week. I think that he and Modi.
Oh, I know India smelled so bad. Oh my gosh. I will never go to India. I'm so sorry, but I just heard a lot about India. I heard that country stinks. I'm sorry.
Some very good progress, so I could see some announcements on India. I could see,
Like, don't get me wrong, I like Vivek Ramaswamy and stuff like that. You know, like I ain't got nothing towards Indians or nothing like that, but I just heard it just stinks out there, guys.
the contours of a deal with the Republic of Korea coming together, and then we've had substantial talks with the Japanese.
India, Secretary.
Yeah, these countries are ready to replace China, believe it or not.
Vessa, just continuing on the path of possibly next week, can you give us a bit of a timetable? And then I wanted to ask about South Korea specifically. They've said that they probably won't be able to make a comprehensive deal until early July because of their elections. Japan also has elections. And to what extent are domestic factors complicating your efforts? Canada just had an election. You know, are you seeing that you might have to think about delaying the 90 days?
Well, I would actually take the opposite tack, that I think from our talks that these governments actually want to have the framework of a trade deal done before they go into elections to show that they have successfully negotiated with the United States. So we are finding that they are actually much more keen to come to the table, get this done, and then go home and campaign on it.
Sean.
Was there, I'm sorry, did you have a comment on whether it's something could happen this week or next week?
For
a deal. So, you know, you said yesterday.
Again, I think that we are very close on India, and in India, just a little inside baseball, India in a funny way is easier to negotiate with than many other countries because they have very high tariffs and lots of tariffs. So it's much easier.
Wow,
to
my chat crashed.
And,
that's what I'm saying. I ain't been seeing nobody in the comment section, but oh my goodness. Y'all didn't crash the comment section. There was a lot of comments, guys. He raised DEI. I mean, what the dude? Are you crazy? DEI was terrible. You mean to tell me you'd rather have somebody who just got hired just because of their skin color rather than somebody who's actually qualified to be? We're talking about jobs like pilots, bro. This is why people like getting like airplane crashes, I believe, because of stuff like this, because you're just hiring somebody just because they're black or they're a woman or I don't know. But stuff like DEI, dude, you gotta be kidding me with stuff like that. You're joking, right? He erased DEI because DEI sucks for America. I'm not just about to give you a job and give you a good position up here in the because you're what? Because you're a minority? Because you want to be included? Like, no. You think I'm about to give you a job because you're LGBT? Absolutely not. That's what I'm saying. These people are just hateful. You people have no idea what you're talking about. He's violating the Constitution. Okay, what constitutional right is he violating? What? 92% of black people disapprove of Trump. They disapprove of the Republican Party in general, stupid. It don't matter who's running for president under the Republican Party. Black people have always thought that they owed their vote to the Democratic Party, guys. You guys do realize this is the problem in the black community, right? We've been given the Democratic Party our vote for over 60 plus years, and they've done absolutely nothing. They've done absolutely nothing. That's the problem with you dumb people. He's about calling for a third term. He's trolling. You guys are that dense. You guys are that dense that you guys don't realize that this is a troll. This is a marketing scam. This is marketing. You guys really think he's going to go for a third term? You people are absolutely crazy, man. This is a troll because he won, and you guys are. That's what I'm like. You guys don't know what to do, man. You guys take a joke and make it headline news, though, and you guys get even more and more indoctrinated. That's why you guys are in this comment section saying, "Oh, he's going for a third term." Are you crazy? You guys are really you guys are actually falling for that though. Trump has dragon wings too, guys. He's gonna use his dragon breath and his dragon wings to just absolutely burn America to the ground, guys, as well. Believe that too. Because clearly you guys are that dense. You guys are that dense. If you guys truly believe Trump is going for a third term, you're a moron. You are an absolute moron. They are actually delusional, though, man. Delusional. I don't even. What do you mean he keeps them under his Wi-Fi? I don't know. Yeah, that's what I'm like. These people are just dumb. I don't even know what. Like, that's what I'm like. I haven't even heard anything exceptionally good yet. What are you guys even talking about in this comment section? What did he say? I want a serious leader. Who? Joe Biden? Sleepy Joe? Kamala Harris? Bernie Sanders? Like who? AOC? Who? Gavin Newsom? Who? JB Pritzker? Who? Who is their leader? Who do you want as the leader, bro? Who do you want as a serious leader? If Trump isn't a serious leader that's keeping these people in line when it comes to foreign policy, he made Hamas and Israel stop fighting. It took Joe Biden had 4 years to do that, and he couldn't even do a ceasefire. Trump did it under 100 days. If that isn't a leader, then who is? Bro, I want to know who the leader y'all want. Who is your leader? Besides Jesus Christ, I want to know who truly is going to lead this country. They want Hillary. That's what I'm saying. They want Hillary Clinton. They want a murderer. They want an actual murderer in office, bro. You guys are crazy. They want an actual murderer in office. I want to know who y'all want in office at this point. Who do y'all want in office? If Trump isn't good for the job, then who is? Kamala? That's what I'm saying. Do you guys really think Kamala Harris is more qualified than Donald Trump? She is a moron. She is a literal moron, though. Do you guys not know Kamala Harris is fairly incompetent? She wasn't even good as an attorney general. She locking people up for no reason and withholding the information to set them free. Then they have to pay him out. What is his name? Jamal Trulove. They have to pay this man $13 million because they falsely imprisoned him for 10 years. What are you talking about? They falsely imprisoned the man for 10 years, and then she was withholding the evidence to set him free. Now he's a millionaire. He is a literal millionaire through tax dollars because Kamala Harris is a moron. Because she's a freaking moron. Wasn't she the border czar? Wasn't she the border czar? Wasn't y'all licking her? You know what? I'm not even going to say that. I forgot I was on YouTube. But wasn't y'all licking her boots? Licking the bottom of her boots when she was the border czar? What did she do as the border czar? Explain that to me. What did she do as the border czar? She let in millions of illegal criminals. Over 750 known criminals are in our country as we speak, thanks to this woman and Joe Biden. They either have pending cases of murder, rape, or anything that's violent, or they are charged with murder, rape, or anything that's violent. That's crazy. Over 750,000 known criminals, though. Actually bad criminals in our country. Y'all are nuts, man. And y'all wanted this lady to run the country. They commit less crime. Yeah, you're dumb. You mean to tell me the people that rape, murder, and commit violent crime, actually violent crimes like battery and fighting, like stabbing people, things like that, they commit less crime than the citizens of America? Okay, dude. All right. Did I listen? This is how I know you're not listening, bro. Turn your damn libtard brain down for 2 seconds and listen to me. I was referring to the 750 known criminals. It has, excuse me, 750,000, excuse me, known plus criminals. I didn't say the whole 20 million illegal immigrants that's here in our country. But even though, this is how I know you're dumb, Wante, because even if they didn't commit a crime, you coming into our country illegally is a crime within itself. So, no, you're wrong, Wante, because they are a criminal as soon as they enter our country illegally. Soon as you enter the country illegally, you are a criminal. You're a criminal. So, no, that's not true. They just don't want to tell you guys that. They want to tell you guys that they're here for, it's sanctuary city or sanctuary law. They're getting away from this. They're getting away from that. They're coming to the country illegally, bro. It doesn't matter what you think. It doesn't matter what those stats say when it comes to these people committing crimes. They're not put the data that you need to be seeing is that, is it a crime within itself to cross the border illegally? That's what you need to be looking at. What do you mean go read the law? They're not supposed to be here. You sheltering illegals that's breaking the Constitution. These sanctuary cities, that's literally against the Constitution, bro. You don't know your laws. What do you mean? Come on, bro. At this point, just send me an email and we can debate about it, man. Because you people are just not smart today.
When pain strikes.
Yeah, you people are not smart today, man. This is crazy. Bro, it's not about Trump, dude. It's about keeping America great. You guys want America to be a communist country so bad. You guys love Mexico so much, then go live there. You guys love China so much, then go live there. Go get your nearest passport at your nearest CVS. Go get your nearest passport at your nearest Walgreens, your nearest Walmart, and go. You love Africa so much and black in Africa, then go there. Why do you guys keep acting like America isn't the best country in the world? If you want to leave, if you hate America, then leave. I really don't understand at this point. If you guys hate America, then leave. Right now is, you're this and you're that, but you won't leave America though, right? You hate Trump so bad, but you still gonna stay in America though, right? Right, clowns. Who's the real clown? You stand in a country that's being ran by a clown, right? Ain't Trump a communist Nazi Hitler? Isn't Trump a communist Nazi Hitler? Why are you still here? Why do you want to be ran by a Nazi? Why do you want to be ran by Hitler? Which is very offensive to actual Jews, by the way. Because Trump has never killed anybody, unlike Hillary Hinton, okay? He's never killed any Jewish people. He's never gassed any Jewish people. So where do you guys get this Hitler Nazi nonsense from? You guys even call Elon a Nazi. Elon is literally from Africa. He's from South Africa. How? You guys don't know anything. Please name the people she killed. Man, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Let's continue. Come on, bro.
That the non-tariff trade barriers can be much more insidious and also harder to detect. So a country like India, which has the posted and ready tariffs, it's much easier to negotiate with them. So, I think the India negotiations are moving well.
Sean, go
Hi,
ahead.
Mr. Secretary. So
Moving well, baby.
that Amazon will soon display a little number.
And then they still, that's what I'm saying. These people just go to ad hominem attacks. It's honestly so funny, guys, because that's how you know that these people is just stupid. If you insulted me right now, then you're dumb. I just know for a fact you're dumb, man. You're just absolutely stupid. This is crazy. Yo, I did not know it was that many dumb people out here, bro. You guys hate your own country this bad? You guys hate America? So just let's answer me this. Do you guys hate America? Do you guys like America or hate America? Which is it? Dude, I'm just laughing because I tried to consult with you people. I tried to debate with y'all. Y'all are dumb, bro. Y'all are clowns. Y'all are clowns. Wante, I know you don't love America, dude. I know you don't love America. Because clearly clearly you don't believe in capitalism. You hate fascists, but so what do you call the Democrats then? Because they were for all censorship. Do you even know what fascism means? That's what I'm saying. See, let's break this down. I don't even think half of these people know what misogynist and fascist and all these words that ends with ist that these leftists want to use. They don't even know what fascist actually means, guys. A fascist is somebody that is being silenced for their beliefs. What the hell do you think the left was doing during the Joe Biden administration when it came to COVID, dude? They were censoring people all over the place. They were censoring people all over the damn place, bro. You couldn't say nothing about Joe Biden. You couldn't say nothing about his cognitive decline. You couldn't say nothing. Nothing about COVID. People were getting blood clogs and things like that in the third, and they would still censor you for that. People will get banned. People were getting banned. You couldn't talk about the LGBT community, or it would be considered hate speech, which it absolutely wasn't because they don't want these freaky ass books in our kids' classrooms. That's hate speech because I don't want my kids reading about Johnny's this and Randy's that. So that makes me that's hate speech. That don't even make sense. That's exactly why Trump won. You got actual women speaking up saying that they don't want trans women, which are dudes, by the way, in their bathrooms. And when they speak up about it, they get canceled. What are you talking about? That's why I can't argue with these people. What do you mean? How do I know? Are you stupid? Man, no. See, this is why I can't, yo. How do I know? Is because that's why that people voted red all down the ballot. You do realize Trump won the executive, the House won. We won Congress. What else do you want me to say? We won the Senate. Everybody voted red down the freaking ballot. This isn't because of Trump. This is because we want America to come back. Man, thanks for the $5 super chat, sliding edge. Appreciate that, man, because they is running me nuts right now. Kamala arrests single moms, of Trump kids in California. In California. But I blind a border czar for the U.S. worst Democrat draft pick since they don't want, open primary. That's what I'm saying, guys. Kamala Harris didn't even belong there. She didn't debate anybody. How did she get there in the first place? Just because you're the vice president don't mean you're supposed to just take Joe Biden's spot and his donations and stuff like that. Talking about she raised over $1 billion in a day or a week or some crap like that. No, she did not. She just transferred Joe Biden's campaign funds to her own. She didn't raise anything. She's not smart enough to do that. But thanks for the $5 super chat, sliding edge. I appreciate that. That's what I'm saying. Like this dude want men and women's boxing. This dude want men and women's sports. You want men and women's bathrooms. If you have a daughter, I feel sorry for you, dude. I actually feel sorry for you, though. You are actually pathetic. For you to actually defend that garbage when it's women out here, it's women in prison, dude, that are getting sexually assaulted because people in California want to make bills to claim that women can't grape people, and then men are identifying as women. So when they actually grape a woman, it's not grape because it's a law in California that women can't grape people. I'm yapping, but I reported on this many times. But you don't even, that's what I'm saying. You don't watch my channel. You don't know me, dude. You just coming in here talking, dude. Do your research. Do your research. Do your research, bro. Women are getting sexually assaulted by men who are identifying as women, going into women's prisons. They're impregnating women, bro, by force. What is wrong with you? And you support this. You actually support this, though, because you're a clown. And there have been reports all throughout California, all throughout these libtard states. Yeah, they don't know what they're talking about, guys. But I've reported on that story at least 3 times.
Tariffs are adding to the cost of each product. So
look it up, dude. What are you talking about? Look it up. If you don't believe me, you look it up. I've done my research already. I don't have to prove anything to you. I wouldn't lie about something like that. First of all, what do I get out of lying about something like that? This is why you people are not going to win another election, bro. Because Trump supporters, true patriots, we don't have to lie about nonsense like this, dude. It's sick. We're trying to stop stuff like this. You think I will lie about something like that? There have been multiple reports of men identifying, and they don't even have to go through a gender transferring process at this point, dude. All they have to do is just say they're a woman. And they will put them in women's prisons and they will assault these women sexually, bro. This one guy impregnated 3 women. They had to move him to another women's prison, and then he impregnated 2 more women. And they had to put him in a men's prison. They had to. Y'all are crazy. This is what y'all want, though? Y'all are fighting for this? And then look, they mock me, though. This is the problem. Like this is crazy how they are literally making fun of women who got assaulted in prison, bro. You people are crazy. You people are crazy, man. It's the same thing. Like, I'm getting the same vibe when the Democrats sat down when they shouted out DJ at Trump's State of the Union speech. When the Democrats sat down, when this kid was actually fighting cancer, bro. You people are just heartless. You people are just actually delusional, man. I'm spreading complete BS, dude. I almost want to play the video for you guys just so you guys can actually feel stupid. But at this, like, what's the point? You can go onto my channel and check it out if you want to be a glazer. You know what I'm saying? But it's true, man. I won't have to lie about anything like that. What that? This is why this is a problem. Do y'all not realize that was a problem? These dudes being in women's spaces that they're not allowed to be in. You guys seriously don't think this is a problem in America? And all they can literally do is make ad hominem attacks and jokes. This is crazy. I wish I would have streamed this, guys. I really wish I would have streamed. But you want to know something? I almost want to show this video for these clowns, man. In California, you nut jobs. They're literally doing this in California, and y'all are making fun of it. Y'all are making fun of these women, though. Y'all are actually making fun of these women, dude. That's crazy. And it's like you never know like how much these people are crazy until like they behind closed doors. You know, like you got these people typing behind a keyboard and stuff like that. These people are just cowards, you know? And that's all they can do is just watch other Trump supporters and be mad and sweat and cry and boo-hoo. Like, this is honestly all you people have to offer for America. I didn't lie about the law, dude. I don't have to lie about anything. Yeah, they definitely keyboard warriors. And you can ask my moderator here. I'm pretty sure she saw this story. Wasn't there a guy that identified as a woman and he was a legit whole dude and he was sent to a female prison and he was raping women and he got what, two of them pregnant and insulted one of them? So he assaulted three women, got two of them pregnant. They moved him to another women's prison, and then he assaulted three more women, impregnated two more again, and then they said they couldn't do nothing about it because there's a law in California saying that women can't commit rape. I've did this story plenty of times. But that's the thing, like, this is crazy, man. Why aren't the inmates in El Salvador? Man, you people make me lose brain cells sometimes. So do you guys not think this is real? He actually wasn't even a trans woman. He was actually just a full-on dude. He was black too, by the way. That just identified as a woman. And California just said, okay, send him to a woman's prison. Like I almost want to just show them this video. Yeah, maybe they ain't from America. Yeah, you probably right. They might be from China or India. Real for like 7 people nationwide. What is that supposed to mean? Dude said it was the jailers, bro. You're stupid, dude. You are actually dumb. You are actually dumb, man. I just want to show these clowns this story just so they can just shut up. And I'm going to show you people how sick you are for supporting garbage like this. I'm finna just show you. I'm gonna show you what the Democrats support. I'm gonna show you what you're laughing at, basically. And I'm gonna play it nice and loud for y'all so y'all can hear every single word that this sick man did to these women.
A controversial court ruling tonight. A convicted criminal who served time at the women's prison.
What the hell is even that?
In Chowchilla.
That's what I'm saying.
Is charged with fellow inmates. A Madera County judge says Tremaine Carroll must be referred to with
his name is Tremaine Carroll, by the way.
She, her pronouns. But the district attorney is pushing back because the 52-year-old Carroll is a biological male. And the decision could...
Matter of fact, I'm going to just show you guys on my laptop. I wish I would have streamed this. I really wish I would have streamed this. But I'm just going to play it from my laptop, and that'll be better. Yeah, I'm going to my laptop right now, guys. Don't worry about it. Right. Everybody remember when it happened, but no, I don't want Wante. I want you to keep commenting like a soy boy, Wante. Don't be scared now. Don't be scared now. The lady said that the law forbids this man to be charged with grape because he identifies as a woman. So I'm finna show you how sick you are, dude.
$197.
I'm gonna just flip the camera the other way, I guess. I think that'll be cool. Hold on. But yeah, I'm gonna show you guys how sick you guys really are for making fun of these women. And this is why I do what I do, man. I do what I do to get the news out and clown people like this. Hold up. Let me. Okay. Okay, but it's a law in California that says that they can't be convicted of grape. Okay, hold up. I'm gonna put it on here. Yeah, this is actually just one of many cases, guys. So viewer discretion is actually advised. I'm looking up the actual case. What the fuck are you talking about? This is the case. All right, bro. Like and subscribe if you guys are new. And yeah, for like these libtards are freaking insane. But let's show you guys this crazy video.
A controversial court ruling tonight. A convicted criminal who served time at the women's prison
What the hell is even that?
in Chowchilla.
He should listen. He served time at a women's prison. A women's prison. Do that like a woman to you? Do that like a woman to you, Wante?
Is charged with fellow inmates. A Madera County judge says Tremaine Carroll must be referred to with she, her pronouns. But the district attorney is pushing back because the 52-year-old Carroll is...
What do you mean you're from Missouri? Show me. I'm showing you, clown. How about you stop being a damn computer warrior and listen?
A Madera County judge says Tremaine Carroll must be referred to with she, her pronouns. But the district attorney is pushing back because the 52-year-old Carroll is a biological male and the decision could impact the pursuit of justice. Court records show Carroll was convicted in Los Angeles County in 1993 for aggravated kidnapping for the purpose of ransom or to commit another crime. Carroll is now serving time in a men's prison as the case moves forward.
Action News reporter Brianna Willis spoke with the district attorney about the potential impact of the pronoun ruling.
A Madera County judge ruled this week 52-year-old state prisoner Tremaine Carroll must be referred to with she, her pronouns because Carroll identifies as a woman. But the district attorney believes the defendant is abusing the system.
This is a person who's not a woman in any sense of the word.
In March, DA Sally Moreno charged Carroll allegedly committed while incarcerated at the Central California Women's Facility in Chowchilla.
After his first cellmate became pregnant and was moved to Los Angeles, two other cellmates of his complained that he had, so we have filed charges against this inmate.
Moreno says the ruling regarding pronouns impacts her ability to prosecute the case.
This is a particular issue in this case because it's confusing to the jury. In California, is a crime that has to be accomplished by a man.
What the fuck is you doing, cuz?
Did you just hear that? Did you just hear that? Grape is only a crime that can be acted by a man only. She just said it, and Snoop Dogg even had a reaction to it.
That has to be accomplished by a man.
What the fuck is you doing, cuz?
Supervising Deputy DA Eric Dutemple says it's also unfair to the victims.
It's just absolutely insane that a victim would have to get on the stand and police their pronouns and their usage when trying to recite one of the most scariest times in their lives.
Carroll was allowed to serve time in a women's prison despite being a biological male because of Senate Bill 132, the Transgender Respect Agency and Dignity Act, which took effect in 2021. It allows inmates to be housed with the gender they...
Bro, CNN and MSNBC will never report anything like this, you clown, because it's against their narrative. They're for LGBT. That's what they're for. That's what they support. They're the China News Network. This isn't MSNBC. This isn't CNN. You dummy.
Identify as. The CDCR website points out state law prohibits discrimination based on gender identity.
There's no psychological evaluation that needs to be done. This person
Nah, Wante, nah, don't go nowhere now, you clown, because you just got exposed. See, you're a coward. You're an actual coward, bro. Yeah, go back and fucking beat your damn balls in your grandma's basement or something. I don't know. You're a coward, dude.
Our website points out state law prohibits
You're an actual
discrimination
clown.
based on gender identity.
There's no
Now it's by
psychological
chat.
evaluation that needs to be done.
Punk.
This person doesn't need to be on cross-gender hormones. They don't need to be signed up for transgender
This
surgery.
dude is a
They
clown,
don't even need a
man.
significant psychological evaluation regarding gender confusion. The mere statement is enough.
I am a woman.
You hear that, right?
We CDCR has
The mere statement is enough.
relocated Carol to Salinas Valley State Prison for men. We reached out to CDCR about the case. They sent us a statement about Senate Bill 132, adding that they thoroughly investigate all allegations of sexual abuse, but they do not comment on cases in current litigation.
Now, I'm gonna try to be as professional as humanly possible, guys. I don't know if I can do it or not, but when it comes to videos like this, guys, it absolutely triggers me for all the right reasons, guys. Now, first thing I want to say is the victims, we got to give them a moment because, guys, acts like this is just absolutely disgusting, man. I honestly...
And that's the thing, like, even as we speak, you got people in the comments that are making fun of these women. They are actually making fun of these women. And now you got people that are being cowards now that don't want to stay in the comment section because they afraid of getting roasted. These people are pathetic, man. Absolutely pathetic.
Honestly hate stories like this, but we have to push this stuff out because you got these...
But that was the story, guys. You know, I'm going to turn this off. But that was the story. That was the story. They can't even charge this guy with rape because he's identifying as a woman. You just heard it for yourself. Why would anybody make that up? And they're in the state of California, for crying out loud. That's the most craziest state you can live in. Dude. Wante, you need help, bro. This dude actually needs help. So does that take away from the women who was assaulted in prison because a dude was in there, he had no business being inside? What the hell does the lawyer have to do with anything? Yeah, bro. You know what? I'm gonna just let that dude comment, bro, because he ain't smart, man. This dude is not smart at all. But like I said, guys, I've been reading comments for a minute. Yeah, I've been reading comments for a long time, guys, but we're going to go down this checklist. So foreign policy, yes, Trump get a check on that because clearly he got the Middle East in check. Less than 100 days, if I'm being honest. I believe it was like within the first couple weeks, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. So yeah, you know, you got Hamas and you got Israel fighting. You got Russia and Ukraine fighting. You got the Red Sea conflicts going on right now. And it's dying down, guys. It's better than when Joe Biden was president, if I'm being honest with you. And no money is being spent on these wars as much as it was being spent when Joe Biden was in office. So that's a plus. Basically, I'm just looking at, is it better than when Joe Biden was in office? And clearly, when it comes to foreign policy, it for sure is, guys. For sure is. Now, we do got the tariff war right now. You know, there are going to be pros and cons. We do have a tariff war. Not saying that China, you know, is a good country, but they are a good manufacturing country. And I believe they make, I believe, over 80% of American products. So, not saying that's good on America, but we have to understand that over 75 plus countries are willing to replace China. So, that's good as well. Countries like South Korea, Japan, Vietnam, I believe Italy as well. So, these other countries, they're ready to step up, ladies and gentlemen. Wante, you're not smart, bro. I will put that on my life. You're not smarter than me, dude. I got my life on it. You're not smarter than me, dude. You clearly don't watch my channel. On my life, you're not smarter than me, dude. You just said, bro. Listen, if I read your comments out right now, you don't sound like an intelligent person. You don't sound like an intelligent person at all. You don't sound intelligent, dude. I'm sorry. You want to win easy debates? That's why I'm here. Email me and we can debate tonight. We can debate tonight. We can debate about Trump 100 days tonight. Do you agree or do you disagree with Trump? Is he doing good? Is he doing bad? Email me, dude, because I'm going to definitely smoke you. You're definitely not intelligent at all. I do this a lot, bro. You're not the first person that I called out on a debate. And honestly, I don't even think I ever even lost a debate. Don't get you started on tariffs. People don't even understand how tariffs work. China has a 125% tariff on us. We have a 145% tariff on them, being China. Who the hell is really going to lose money here if China consumes 7 trillion a year and America consumes 20 trillion a year? And if we buy a majority of China's stuff, who's really losing out on money? Y'all never proved me wrong on anything. Guarantee it. So email me and we can debate on any topic. First of all, what is your problem exactly? What is your problem that you have with me? Like, because I'm a Trump supporting patriot that love America because I don't love China? I don't want China to win the tariff war? What are you talking about? Because I want crime and drugs off the streets? What is the problem that you have? Because you just looking like a stupid leftist right now, if I'm being honest with you. Okay, that's what I'm saying, bro. This is why I know you're not smart. LOL. Yeah, because comment on YouTube proves that the uneducated fool. What? See, that's what I'm saying. You can't even type nothing that's educated. And I did not just make that up. I read that word for word. You can't even comment right because you typing so fast because you're a clown. You are an actual clown. This is crazy, man. I'm not, dude, listen, man. The only thing you people are to me is entertainment and algorithm. At the end of the day, you people are under my channel. So you guys are putting my page out there more. That's what I'm saying. Like, you guys can think I'm mad, but I'm really just trying to keep it entertaining. I'm actually trolling you guys, if I'm being honest. And I still got you in my comment section, and this butthead over here named Wante still can't even admit the fact that he was wrong about California letting men in women's prisons. And then when they commit a heinous act like SA, they can't even get charged with SA or grape because they identify as a woman. And in California, women can't commit grape. Come on, man. This dude is crazy. And that's exactly why, Dragonfly Sky, this is exactly why people like Wante and the left and the far left and the Democrats, they will never win another election probably within the next 20 or 30 years, bro. I'm predicting they will not win within the next 20 or 30 years because they eat themselves up. Their top contender is AOC. She's a communist. They don't like Chuck Schumer anymore. Chuck Schumer's out of there because he made a bipartisan deal with the Republicans. You can't work with these people. Wante probably wouldn't even know that because he's a clown. Thanks, John D. Appreciate that, man. But you probably wouldn't even know that because you're a clown. You got Chuck Schumer fighting with the Democrats. You got even Bill Maher. This dude is far left as hell. The Democrats don't even like him anymore. Like, what's going on with the Dems, y'all? It's civil war within the Democrats. And when it comes to the Republican Party, I don't really see any conflict. I mean, the only thing I've heard was the Peter Hegseth thing. I don't know if was it Peter Hegseth? With the email, with the text message, whatever, bro. But that's not really nothing. That's not really nothing, though. Yeah, Wanty, bro, you got a lot to learn on this channel, dude. You are very, very uneducated, bro. I can teach you a lot if you stop being a stupid libtard. You will really actually learn a lot. You will know why I'm actually a Republican if you be quiet and listen. If you knew the KKK was founded by the Democratic Party, if you knew the Republican Party was backed by Abraham Lincoln, who actually, started the Civil War, which ultimately led to the freedom of slaves, you will know why I'm a Republican. You will know that the Republicans are for less crime, less drugs, less inflation, less taxes. Like, come on, man. Right. LOL. Yeah, not smart, dude. That's what I'm saying. You're not smart. You're not smart, dude. If you knew the party changed, when? And you guys can never answer that question for me. When did the party switch? You can't say during Jim Crow because Martin Luther King was a Republican. You can't say during. So when did the party switch then? When? Bro, Bill is far left, bro. Come on, dude. This dude is far left. What are you talking about? Teddy Roosevelt? What the hell are you talking about? Bro, you're crazy, bro. What the hell does Teddy Roosevelt have to do with us switching from Republican to Democrat? We switched during Lyndon B. Johnson, you clown, because the Democratic Party was indoctrinated by communists. And they said we're going to have these N-words voting Democrat for over 200 years. That's what Lyndon B. Johnson said after JFK was assassinated. And then they said we're going to give you free this and we're going to give you free that, but you got to have the father out of the home. So instead of the father being in the home, the government was taking care of the families. Franklin D. Roosevelt. Okay, bro. All you said was Roosevelt. You fucking moron. What do you mean? You could be talking about any Roosevelt. These people are slow, man. You really acting like you put emphasis on Roosevelt. Like, bro, you could have been talking about anybody. What do you mean? Who hold Confederate flags now? Who cares? That's what I'm saying, bro. Why does this affect me? Why does this affect me, really? Can you explain why do you care? If somebody has a Confederate flag, why does that affect me, bro? I don't care. I don't care if somebody has a Confederate flag, American flag, LGBT flag, Christian flag. Bro, this isn't affecting me, bro. As long as this isn't affecting me and my children, I don't care what flag you have. Why does this matter? Why do you care? I truly want to know, why do you people care what somebody has in their home? What somebody wants to raise outside of their home? I'm pretty sure you got something inside of your house that majority of people wouldn't agree with. So do you think everybody should be mad at you now? Hell, you probably got a Confederate flag in your house. Who knows? That's what I'm saying. Like, you're a random dude. And even if so, why would I care? I got a Trump flag. I got an American flag. Okay, so what? If you got a Hillary Clinton flag or a Kamala Harris flag, I'm not about to rage and go nuts and foam at the mouth like you liberals do. You guys see a Trump flag and a Trump hat and you guys go absolutely ballistic. You guys go absolutely ballistic, bro. absolutely crazy. You guys attack people for having Teslas. You guys attack people for having Trump hats. Like, what am I missing here? You guys are violent. Palestinian protest, Antifa protest, Black Lives Matter protest. You cannot win, bro. That's what I'm saying. You can't win with these people. You guys are nuts. You can't win with these people like Wante, man. They too far gone. Probably in his mom basement. You said try to dispute the party switch. Now you deflecting. I never deflected. I said the only thing that's kind of close when the party switched was because of Lyndon B. Johnson, because he was indoctrinating black folks, saying that we want these black folks to, and that's really not even what he said. He really said N words, and he didn't say A. He said ER. He said we're gonna have these NERs vote Democrat for over 200 plus years. That's what he said. In Germany, they sell chocolate ice cream, which they call Nager. You heard that? Like, okay, so what? Negro means black in Spanish. Like, okay, am I supposed to like flip my table or something? Like, what am I supposed to do? What do you guys want me to do exactly? If somebody called me an N-word, what do you want me to do? Chimp out? He called me black. He called me an N-word. Like, okay. What? So what? That just shows that that person is more ignorant than me. What do you mean? If somebody called me an N-word and I ignore him and walk away, who's really more civil here? Me. If I'm the one that's ignoring you, walking away, and you're the one going out of your way to be a bigot and a racist, calling me an N-word, okay, so what? You're a clown, and I'm just gonna walk away. And if he attack me, then I'm just gonna defend myself. What's the problem? Man, this is crazy, dude. This is crazy. This is crazy. Thanks, Savage Arms. Because these people just don't understand. I have to be base because, and these white libs like Wante is the problem. These white liberals, bro. It's these white liberals, these black liberals. It's the Democrats, bro. They're for division. They're not. And then it's funny how you guys are for democracy, but you guys hurt or I guess outcasts everybody that wants to actually practice democracy, like Chuck Schumer. Chuck Schumer did a bipartisan deal with the Democrats, and you guys tarnished him for it. Now you guys see AOC as your new leader. Jasmine Crockett is your new leader. That's actually pathetic. That's pathetic. You agree with what? White liberals and black liberals ruining this country, yet you're making fun of me? So you have to pick a side here, bro. Because you do know Trump is against left ideologies, far left ideologies, right? Okay, so if I'm pathetic, tell me how, bro. I'm all for the haters today. How am I pathetic, guy? Because I got on a Trump shirt, right? Oh, man. I just like watching this stuff because I just want to... Really, this is what we need, okay, guys? For the people that's here with a level head, you don't even really have to be a Trump supporter. Just somebody who knows that this country was not heading in the right direction when it comes to Joe Biden and them. When it comes to us, guys, honestly, these comments that we see, these ad hominem attacks and stuff like that, saying that, oh, I'm pathetic and I'm this and Trump's a Nazi and stuff, guys, this is actually good for us. This is good for us, and I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why, guys. Because this is all they have. Once 2028 come around, what policy have you heard the Democrats say ever since Trump won? What policy have you ever heard? You have heard these people say absolutely nothing besides Trump's a Nazi. They're back to square one. They just added Elon Musk. Trump's a Nazi. Trump's Hitler. Elon's a Nazi. Elon's Hitler. And now they're just going back to their destructive ways. They're going back to their destructive ways, and because there's nothing else that they can do. And they get so frustrated, they just be like, you know what? And they just like something. That's what the Democrats do. That's what the leftists do. That's what the far left does, guys. They get so frustrated, all they can do is resort to violence. All they can do is resort to violence. You're not even reading my S word. Whites will be a minority in the U.S. by 2042. So the rich aren't having the marginalized. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, my shirt kind of blending in with the words. Oh man, that's kind of blurry. So the rich aren't having to marginalize, have to go, or maybe that's a typo. Yeah, okay, I see. Before white people become the minority. I mean, if I'm being honest with you guys, the white people being the minority, that's really not good, even when it comes to like policing in America. Majority of police officers and people that are in our military, in our military are predominantly white males. And that's been decreasing drastically. Violence like on January 6th. You people learned absolutely nothing. These people have learned absolutely, positively nothing, guys. Did or did you not just hear me say that January 6th was because of Nancy Pelosi? Did you not hear me when I said that, Kevin? Donald Trump asked Nancy Pelosi for more troops because he knew it was going to be a big crowd, and she denied him. And her own daughter, Kevin, Nancy Pelosi's own daughter, said that January 6th was because of her mother, which would be Nancy Pelosi. What are you talking about? And then they were let in by security. They were let in. Right. You give them facts and they call me a clown. See? You're nuts. You're this, you're that. And this is exactly why you guys are not going to ever win anything ever again. You guys are losers. You guys are losers, man. You guys are absolute losers. You tell them the truth and they say blah blah Nancy Pelosi. Oh, you're an idiot. You're this, you're that. Oh, they say what about January 6th, but when you tell them why January 6th happened, they insult you? That's what I'm saying. How can you actually have diplomacy with Democrats? How can you have democracy with Democrats when they don't accept facts? They don't accept truth. Did you not hear me say her own daughter said it was her fault? Her own daughter? This is crazy. Right, now now they about to suck each other off. Hey Kevin, you see this, Kevin? Like you found one person to validate your wokeness? That's what I'm saying. These people just love misery loves company, Kevin. Right. These people are crazy, man. Dude, they love to say I'm mad, bro. You're helping my algorithm. How am I mad? I'm clearly not, bro. That's crazy, man. You never prove bro. You're not listening. You know, it's not me not proving you right. You're not listening, dude. You just don't want to listen. You just don't want to listen, bro. You don't want to accept the truth. It's an acceptance thing with you. It's not that you were already proved wrong. What are you talking about? I done proved you wrong plenty of times. I didn't prove you wrong so many times, Wante or Wante or whatever your liberal freaking name is. You could not debate me or rebuttal anything that I've said. All you result to is ad hominem attacks every single time. Like, dude, you're dumb. Just accept the fact that you're dumb. Put a 1 in the chat if this dude is stupid. Put a 1 in the chat if Wante is dumb. Because all you guys can do is all you guys can do is basically, that's what I said. All you guys can do is throw ad hominem attacks. I've been giving you facts this whole time. I've been giving you facts this whole time. I've been giving you facts whole time, bro. I definitely voted Trump. I don't know if you got in late, but he's just been saying a lot of nonsense about January 6th. But I called the guy out on it when it came to Nancy Pelosi. Now that's not true. This isn't true. Like, okay, that's your fault. And I tell people this all the time. I tell people the grass is green all the time. You can tell me it's purple all you want to, but I'm not gonna believe your delusion, dude. The grass is green. Like, what do you want me to say? Oh, the ocean is yellow. Okay, bro. The ocean's blue, but white. Oh, why is the ocean blue then? Tell me why is the ocean blue? Oh, because the sun reflects off of the ocean. That's the sun reflects off of the Earth's ocean. The sun reflects off the sky, which turned the ocean blue. Oh, well, no, I still don't believe you. The ocean's yellow. Well, I can't help you at that point. I can't help you at that point. Now the earth is flat. Okay, yeah, you're cooked. Yeah, guys, but what do you guys feel about Trump's first 100 days, guys? I'm just trying to get my last points. I'm trying to get my last points in, guys, because when it comes to immigration, guys, so how did Trump do on immigration? What do you guys think? I think he did a fantastic job when it came to choosing Tom Homan as the border czar. He's definitely better than Kamala Harris, but other people would disagree in the chat. And if you guys want to check out my interview with Tom Homan on Fox News with Laura Ingraham, please check that out, guys, because that was a really, really good interview that I did with Tom Homan. And Laura Ingraham is amazing. But I'm seeing a lot of he did goods. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And he said, what has he done besides immigration? Well, we're going to continue if you just tune in, my guy, Drewby. We're going to go through all of that. I believe he went through foreign policy already, which you probably missed because you probably got in late. But he's done amazing on foreign policy. And if you don't think so, you're a clown. You seen how he clowns Zelensky, thinking he finna come in and get some money. And that guy's is like so entitled. Trump had to call him out on his garbage. So you don't think he did good on foreign policy? Mr. Who was that guy that said Drewby? You don't think he did good on foreign policy, Drewby? Dude, and that's what I'm saying. I don't care about Ukraine. I don't want to give them money anyways. So he's not doing good on foreign policy. So you think he's doing better than Joe Biden? Drewby is delusional. Drewby said he's not doing good with foreign policy. Okay, so even though it's a ceasefire with Hamas and Israel right now, even though Ukraine and Russia has put a halt on their fighting, when Joe Biden couldn't get that done in 4 years, he's not doing good. Okay. Let's continue, guys. Now, we also talked about the economy. Now, he already added 5 trillion, guys. When it comes to businesses like Tesla and things like that for the future, and I would say like 5+ years, it's already looking like $5 trillion is going to be added to our economy. We've saved $2 billion for families in America, so that's absolutely amazing. And here's the thing, guys, when it comes down to grocery prices, gas prices around America, majority, it's going down. And think about this, though. The only places that it's not really going down in is blue states, blue cities. They're the only ones with higher taxes, higher inflation, higher gas prices, higher food prices. They actually have to lock their food up in these liberal states. You do know that, right? And cities like Chicago, cities like New York, and cities like Los Angeles, they have to lock up their food because they're stealing so much of the food, they can't make profit. They don't have to do that in Florida. They don't have to do that in Texas because they will gun you down like a dog. Okay. You can't argue with these folks at all. Executive orders, guys, that Trump signed, and are they being fulfilled? Now, when it comes down to executive orders, guys, keeping men out of women's sports and things like that, the Epstein list, RFK, and MLK files, when it comes down to, excuse me, when it comes down to, really, guys, he's cooking with the executive orders. I'm reading this, and he has a 10-point plus approval rating when it comes to his executive orders, guys. So that's absolutely fantastic. And are they being fulfilled? I mean, if I'm looking at these right, and according to the knowledge that I have, he's really been going crazy on all of these. In a good way, though, not in a bad way, but in a good way. He's been absolutely fulfilling his executive orders. When it comes to crime and drugs, guys, now, a lot of people fail to realize China is the #1 producer of fentanyl. Mexico is the #1 buyer of fentanyl. Mexico traffics that fentanyl through our border, and while the border was open, that fentanyl was getting here pretty quickly, guys. Now, when it comes to the border and Tom Homan, that border is absolutely shut down. There is nobody crossing the border anymore. Border crossing have stopped over. I don't even know how this is possible, but like border crossing has stopped over 110%. How do you go over 100% for border crossings? I don't know. But that just goes to show you how many people was crossing the border when it came to Joe Biden and his administration. That's just nuts. I don't even know how you get over 100% when it comes to border crossings being held. That's how you know anybody was just crossing our border, guys. Yeah, I don't know about that one either, but hey. But yeah, guys, when it comes to the drugs, the fentanyl has definitely slowed down because nobody has been crossing our border. Now, when it comes to the crime and people being held accountable, I don't know, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think it's been that good because they've been letting these Democrats get away with so much crime, especially in Chicago. When it comes to the teen takeovers, now I know that's not Trump's fault and stuff like that, but if you know stuff like this is gonna happen, I'm not gonna lie. If I was president, guys, I would put a halt on all of that stuff. Like, seriously, I would make sure nobody, and when I say nobody, I mean absolutely, positively nobody, like, suffers when it comes to these teen takeovers and all of this degeneracy that's going on in these inner blue cities. Because at the end of the day, even though it's a democratic city, it's still a part of America, guys. We can't forget that. So what they calling me, an immigrant now? That's what I'm like, man. Okay, guys, let's go to job manufacturing. So, according to my knowledge, 9,000 plus jobs on average when it comes to when it comes to America within the next 2 years there's gonna be 9,000 plus jobs on average in every state of America, guys. That's absolutely fantastic, and that's 6,000, and I believe they lost 6,000 under Joe Biden. I believe every state under Joe Biden lost at least 6,000 jobs. And then I believe it's going to be 451 plus thousand jobs by the end of 2025. So that's absolutely amazing. That's almost I mean, what? That's almost 500,000 jobs, guys. And less and what? In a term, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. So that's almost 500,000 plus jobs, guys, by the end of 2025. I mean, it should be more than that. Honestly, it should be more than that. But that's just 2025, guys. His term ends in 2028. So if we times that, I mean, that's going to be a lot of jobs in America. But let's go to keeping woke out of America. Now, when it comes to keeping woke out of America, guys, top 3 things that I was looking for when it came to woke. DEI, what else? LGBT, and if I'm being honest with you guys, this black crap is just getting out of hand because they're trying to make it seem like black is the new white now. I don't even know if that makes sense or not, but you know how they're trying to push black stuff on like in Netflix and like in everything. They're just pushing black and pushing gay on everything on us like that. And it's honestly kind of cringe now, even as a black person. Like me, I don't really care about color, and that's probably why it's so cringe to me. Cause me personally, when it comes to the movies and the TV shows, like they even tried to make Superman black. Like, why would y'all try to make Michael B. Jordan Superman? That's stupid, you know? Like, just keep the comic accurate thing, man. But when it comes to LGBT and this indoctrination, when it comes to our children, reading these disgusting books and all this stuff to our kids and things like that, him signing an executive order to keep men out of women's sports, Trump is doing a fantastic job. And I really, really wish he would have kept TikTok banned. He saved all of you liberals' jobs, by the way. TikTok was banned, but Trump unbanned it. So he actually saved you libtards' jobs. You guys that don't want to work an actual job, yeah, Trump saved your job. And I don't believe we got through the full press conference, guys, but when it comes to the assassination attempt on Donald Trump, I believe this is the last thing that we're gonna cover. Thomas Matthews or Matthew Crooks, whatever his name is. I believe it's Thomas Matthews, but when it comes to this kid trying to kill Donald Trump and the other guy in Mar-a-Lago who had a Kamala Harris bumper sticker, by the way, you know, you say, thank the Lord for TikTok. I pray every day. Yeah, you need to be thanking Trump, my dude, because he's the one that unbanded it. But I feel what you're saying, though. But yeah, when it comes to the assassination attempt, guys, we really need to start pushing that. Because I don't really believe that it's fair for Trump to almost lose his life and nobody talks about it. I honestly don't even think he talked about it enough. Donald Trump himself. Yeah, Alex Jones definitely predicted that. He definitely predicted that. And I remember him speaking about that. He said that they're going to try to kill Donald Trump after they can't stop him legally. They tried to tarnish his name. They tried to drag his name through the dirt. They tried to humiliate him, guys. They tried to make him go broke, but none of that worked, so they tried to kill him. And I actually believe that what they tried to do was absolutely ridiculous. It was absolutely ridiculous. And I believe, all in all, he gets an A. He gets an A. He gets an absolute A. And I'm not trying to glaze or anything like that, but I'm just looking at this from a non-biased, point of view. And Trump is doing, I could be a centrist I could be a centrist and I would still agree that Trump is doing a pretty good job. And I've just interviewed people in Chicago. They think Trump is doing this is Chicago, Illinois. This is one of the bluest states. This is one of the bluest cities, in America. They believe Trump is doing a good job. Yeah, man. Yeah, and I thank people for encouraging me to, speak up about voting differently, because a lot of people feel like black people owe the Democrats their vote, and we absolutely don't. We do not owe the Democrats our vote at all, guys. I hate when people do this. All because they're Democrat and they got Al Sharpton and all the black folks on their side. That don't mean they first of all, these people have no interest in us. They're living in gated communities. They don't care about us. They do not care about us at all, guys. All they're gonna do is speak on a microphone, this, that, and the third, and then they're gonna go back. They're gonna go back to their home. And if you guys are new, man, please hit that like and subscribe button. It'll definitely help. It'll definitely help. Yeah, I never voted Democrat. I didn't vote. I mean, I couldn't vote during Obama anyways. But when it came down to Joe Biden and Trump, I voted Trump, guys. I did not vote for Joe Biden. When it came to Kamala Harris and Donald Trump, I voted for Trump. Yeah. So, oh, okay, man. You on 75th and Colfax? Yep. You over east. Yeah, you over east, bro. But don't be giving nobody your location. You know what I'm saying? That's a little hot, bro. You know, I don't want nobody. I don't know. Everybody know everybody in Chicago. Not saying you a criminal or nothing like that, but you know, you just be safe, you know, putting your information out like that. Um, okay, yeah, that's cool though. That's cool. That's cool. I was just making sure, you know, these libtards, yeah, gangbangers too, guys, are also libtards. They feel like they feel like after they kill somebody, they what? You think you're not finna go to jail after you just murdered somebody? Oh, I didn't mean to. Yeah, whatever. Of course you didn't. Yeah, I would deport them all. Absolutely. Yeah, guys, and that's what I'm saying. Like, if you guys just stick around on this channel, you guys will really learn a lot. I'm going live later on. I usually live stream videos and stuff like that, but I was just trying to get my opinions about Trump first 100 days. I believe this is just part one though. I think we're gonna do another one later on tonight, guys. For sure. Oh man. I already know what that is. You said Tent City, illegal alien tent city. That sounds like California or San Francisco. Cause I know they got that real bad out there. You gotta be Los Angeles or San Francisco. Yep, California out west. Yep. I knew it was in California though. And thanks to all the patriots, man. Like you got a lot of people in the comments today, guys, that just don't like America, guys. They're really communist though. I debated this guy yesterday. He want China to win the tariff war. What? Why would you want China to win? And that's the thing, like, if you want China to win so bad, if you guys love Mexico, if you guys love these other countries, then why the hell don't you just leave and go there? Why don't you guys just go there? How would I get along with the white supremacists? You mean it? And see, listen, guys, we gotta clap it up for Brian. We gotta clap it up for Brian Fan. And let me tell you why. What are you saying? I'm not going to get along with white supremacists, but all you're admitting is that you think that all Trump supporters are white supremacists, which is absolutely not true. And this is, again, is the same exact reason why I say earlier why you guys will never win another. You guys will actually, I don't think you guys can win another election in the next 20 years. See, whitewashed black man. See, you guys got to learn. That's why, like, the Democrats have learned absolutely nothing, guys. They have learned absolutely nothing. Yep, they learned absolutely nothing. Yeah. Jeremy, You guys love to talk about Donald Trump and his tariffs. First of all, tariffs will bring in money for the economy. And second, I find it funny how people don't want to talk about Nancy Pelosi supporting tariffs. And what about Joe Biden tariffs on China? Didn't he keep those tariffs on China after Trump lost the election? He didn't get rid of those tariffs on China. Joe Biden kept them. So why don't you guys talk about Joe Biden having tariffs on China? Or are you guys just glazing Trump this hard that you guys don't even want to do no other research on other presidents when it comes to tariffs or other cabinet members? Right. Trump, 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 Trump. That's all they can talk about. Even though I said Biden kept the tariffs after Trump left. Trump put those tariffs on China and Biden kept them. But you guys don't want to talk about that? That's crazy, man. Explain how tariffs will bring money into America because America is the number one consumer in the world. America consumed $20 trillion in revenue a year, Jeremy. China only consume 7 trillion. They don't buy anything. They make stuff, but they don't buy anything. So if America buy over what I'm going to say over 70 plus product from China, and if America don't buy the product from China anymore, and we got 75 plus countries willing to negotiate with America to replace China when it comes to manufacturing, how is that bad for America? How is us being independent from China bad for America? Can somebody please explain that to me? Why do you guys love China so much? Explain why you guys love China so much. Like, I'm really curious to know this. Sorry. What does that have to do with right now? What do you mean how tariffs led to depression in 1930? This isn't 1930, dude. What are you talking about? We need money to come into our economy. We are $36 trillion in debt, my guy. We wasn't 36 trillion in debt in 19. Tariffs are definitely needed. Thank you, YouTube censors our free speech. Wait, that's a name. Okay, yeah. What do you mean you said China, not me? I said tariffs in general. You jumped to China because the rest of the countries are trying to pay their fair share now. You do know on average that other countries was only paying 2.5% tariffs. America was paying 10% tariffs on everything that was coming in, that we wanted to go into other countries. Excuse me. We had to pay a 10% tariff on that. But they only have to pay not even 3% when they want their stuff to come into our country. Make it make sense. Even if you get rid of China, it still isn't fair. Only thing we can't do tariffs on is I believe Russia and North Korea stuff because I think we have like I think we got like some type of sanctuary something over there, or it's something. If we got some type of I'm not sure what it's called, but I think we got stuff going on over there to where we can't put tariffs on them. Yes, yeah, we have a sanction with them. Yeah, I knew it was something like that. But yeah, that's why we can't put tariffs on them guys. Yeah, I couldn't put my finger on it, but I knew that was like kind of the reason why we couldn't put tariffs on them though. Yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah, guys, I'm sorry. I'm trying to do something here. But like I said, guys, I'm gonna be going live later on anyways. So like I said, probably gonna be going live around 7 o'clock, you know. But if you guys do want to debate, because I'm definitely ready to do a debate, especially after that one kid that was in the comment section. Um, I'm definitely down for that. Just email me, guys. My email is in my bio on YouTube. It's not hard to get in contact with me at all. But if you guys are new, please make sure you hit that like and subscribe. But you guys got to smash that subscribe button, guys. Smash it, smash it, smash it. Smash the like and subscribe, guys, because this is true base takes over here. True base takes. I don't hold anything back when it comes to YouTube. Now, I'm not going to insult anybody or anything like that. But, you know, guys, trolls are going to be trolls. And we're definitely going to win the tariff war, guys. But I'm going to end the live here. So like I said earlier, guys, foreign policy, check. The economy, check. Immigration, check. Executive orders, check. Crime and drugs, check. Job manufacturing, check. Keeping woke out of America, check. Censorship, check. Well, keeping censorship out of America, I should say, check. And assassination attempt, X. So he got every check except for the assassination attempt. Except for the assassination attempt. Jeez, that's a tongue twister. Which is honestly surprising to me because this honestly could have ended his life. So we definitely can't let up on that, guys. But I'll try to speak more about that later on. I'll try to get a panel later on for this too, guys, as well. Like she said, she was hopping back and forth from politics and life. That's my guy right there. So if she want to let him, let him know that I'm trying to do a live or something, that'd be cool. But yeah, guys, that's all I got for right now. And this Wante character, this Wante kid, you got to email me, dude, so we can debate because I want to see how smart you is. Because if not, bro, you're a coward. That's all I'm gonna say. But guys, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and tune in next time, guys. And I will literally see you later. Okay, guys. And I'm out of here. Peace.